to some more WWE 2K25 Universe mode. We are on the second week of April on Tuesday, and we are off the heels of one of the most spectacular PLEs of the year, NXT Stand and Deliver during WrestleMania weekend in Philadelphia. And this is the NXT after Stand and Deliver. And we're gonna go to the roster, go to some of the power rankings. We're gonna do only the first 10.
What's up, man?
The top 10 superstars of this week's power rankings for Universe mode. We're just gonna do some of them, just 10, like the first 10, the top 10, and that's it. And with that being said, it is time to go through the power rankings this week, with Tommaso Ciampa coming in at number 10. Tommaso Ciampa, one half of DIY, alongside Johnny Gargano, and also a part of Friday Night SmackDown. Coming in at number 9 is the former NXT Women's Champion Thea Hale, after she lost it to the new current champion Roxanne Perez in a 15-minute Iron Man opener, which kicked off Stand and Deliver this past Saturday in Philadelphia during WrestleMania weekend, also in Philly. Coming in at number 8 from Monday Night Raw, Rhea Bloody Ripley in the 8th spot of this week's power rankings. Ridge Holland at number 7. The current WWE Women's Champion Gigi Dolin at number 6, and a member of Chemical X alongside Shotzi and Tatum Paxley. Coming in at number 5, the Empress of Tomorrow, Asuka from Monday Night Raw. From SmackDown, one half of the Women's Tag Team Champions alongside Jade Cargill, Bianca Belair at number 4. From Monday Night Raw, and representing the Judgment Day, and one half of the new NXT Tag Team Champions alongside JD McDonough, Finn Balor. Finn and JD of the Judgment Day have won the tag team titles, the NXT tag team titles, at Stand and Deliver this past Saturday in Philadelphia against 3 other teams. Against 2 other teams, because it was a triple threat tornado tag type match. The 2 teams were DIY and the now former champions and Gallus. Coming in at number 2 is the man Becky Lynch, and the current NXT champion, and also a part of the SmackDown roster, as mentioned before, by this point, Spike Ryan, in the number 1 spot of this week's power rankings. And with that being said, it is time for the match card rundown. We kick off NXT, the post Stand and Deliver edition of NXT, that is, with some women's tag team action to kick off the show as Gigi, Dolin, and Tatum Paxley, Chemical X, with their fellow teammate and member Shotzi by their side as they take on the Meta Girls, Jakara Jackson and Lash Legend. Jakara on the right and Lash on the left. And we have some more women's action on NXT. This time it's one-on-one. From SmackDown, the Queen, Charlotte Flair, and NXT OG, a two-time NXT Women's Champion, held the gold in 2014 and 2020 respectively, as she takes on NXT's resident surfer girl in Seoul, Ruca. Will Seoul Ruca bow down to the Queen, that is Charlotte Flair, or will the Queen have her soul snatched by Seoul Ruca? And we have some more women's division action, one-on-one also. From Monday Night Raw, Rhea Bloody Ripley takes on the standout of NXT, Kelani Jordan. And more on NXT. Rhea versus Kelani. A Goliath versus David type match. Raw power and strength versus athleticism to describe Rhea versus Kelani this week on NXT. It's Raw versus SmackDown here on NXT tag team style, as the new NXT tag team champions Finn Balor and Jaden McDonough of the Judgment Day take on Axiom and Nathan Fraser, Fraxiom, from SmackDown. Excuse me. And the main event is Spike Ryan versus Ilja Dragunov from Monday Night Raw. And before we wrap up the intro and kick off the show, Brandon Cornwell requested the match to be himself, his character, his custom superstar Spike Ryan, he wanted his custom superstar to be in a match against his former teammate in the Prodigies of Cora Jade in a intergender match. But since you can't do intergender matches in universe mode, especially on NXT, we just went with Spike Ryan versus Ilja Dragunov instead. Okay, with that being said, and with that being out of the way also, and excuse my stuttering, folks, but we're just gonna keep on going, just go with the flow, as they say. If you're new to the channel, make sure to like, subscribe, and don't forget to turn on the notifications bell so you don't miss out on new content just like this one. And since we are live right now, feel free to reply in the chat. It is time to kick off NXT with some women's division action. Chemical X versus the Meta Girls. It is time to kick off NXT with some women's tag team action. And here comes the first half of Chemical X. And here is the new WWE Women's Champion, Gigi Dolin, after defeating Elektra Lopez of Legado del Fantasma and the now former champion Tiffany Stratton in a thrilling triple threat match. A back and forth one at that. From winning the Royal Rumble at the end of January a few months ago to now being the new WWE Women's Champion while being a part of the NXT roster still.
Gigi Dolin has the ability to be pretty imaginative in the ring. She says her creativity is how she expresses herself.
Gigi Dolin has made her entrance and decked in the same green gear that she wore at WrestleMania this past weekend in Philadelphia. And here comes the other half of the Chemical X tag team. And with Shotzi by her side, the weird, airy, strange, but equally talented and skilled Tatum Paxley.
Known to have various fixations, whether it's on championship gold or certain superstars, or her doll collection. Yeah, she's not beating the strange allegations. What is she doing? It's all part of the total slightly off-kilter package, Corey. I'd say she's more than just slightly off-kilter, Saxton. This woman may need to be committed. Only thing Paxley's committed to is the quest to be the best. WWE.
Tatum Paxley is in the ring. Gigi and Tatum, Chemical X is in the ring. And here comes the team they'll be facing in this opening women's tag team match here on NXT. The Meta Girls, Jakara Jackson on the left, Lash Legend on the right.
Can't take your eyes off any member of Meta 4. They always make sure you take notice. Now, each member talks a big game, but they also back it up inside the ring. You can't look past the metaphor. You can't keep them down, and you can't keep them out. Technical mastery, powerhouse ability, craftiness, resilience. Each member adds something great to the mix. Along with the intangibles that make them 4 in a million.
Hey Brandon, what's up? Emoji cool smile, emoji waving hand, medium skin tone.
The Meta Girls are in the ring in this women's tag team match. The kickoff NXT is underway. Chemical X, the Meta Girls Referee Adrian Butler has rung the bell, and folks, it is underway.
That is metaphor. They clearly have all the personality and all the swagger, but don't forget that metaphor can get it done in the ring.
Yeah, Corey, you never want to bet against the metaphor crew. They have a habit of surprising everyone.
They are a well-oiled machine that can run a seminar in tag team wrestling.
They certainly pose a real threat to their competition, who might have a difficult time matching their chemistry.
Drop toe hold.
Just like that, she turned it around.
What a shot. Put into the corner. What could be next? Oh, double shoulder block.
Tandem offense in effect. A good team knows how to truly work as one.
Sit out powerbomb.
Look at this, just
What a barrage of stomps.
each of those boots seem to get heavier with each blow. Clothesline.
On the human torture rack.
Man, the vicious streak of Dolin's being put to the test there.
A ferocious lash coming out here. Driven down face first.
There's the Cobra Clutch. Cobra Clutch locked in. The count's going. This one will be over if she doesn't get back in the ring. Was definitely not thinking about finesse with that one. Was only thinking about dominance. Comes out on top in this tag team match.
Here are your winners, Jakara Jackson and Last Legend, Meta 4.
The challenger unable to make it back in time. The ref really had no choice.
When a match is decided by countout, it leaves you wondering where this match could have gone.
The Meta Girls, Jakara Jackson and Lash Legend, defeat Chemical X, Gigi, Dolin, and Tatum Paxley via countout. And yeah, the match rating, very, very bad. Yeah, definitely not a great way to kick off NXT. But as we always say when we do these WWE 2K Universe Mode streams / episodes, the show must and will go on, and the show will go on the post NXT Stand and Deliver edition of NXT as we head into our next matchup. It is time for our next matchup, which is some women's division action, one-on-one. Friday night SmackDowns. Charlotte Flair, the queen of WWE, as she takes on Ruca in just our next matchup. Charlotte Flair, Ruca, one-on-one action. It is next on NXT, right here and now. It is time for our next matchup here on NXT. Some women's division action, one-on-one. From SmackDown, here comes the Queen and a former women's champion. In this particular universe mode, that is. And like I mentioned earlier during my intro, as well as the match card rundown, Charlotte Flair is a NXT OG. She is a two-time NXT Women's Champion. Held the gold in 2014 on May 29th at the first NXT takeover. Won the belt for the second and final time in 2020. And Charlotte Flair has made her entrance. And here comes the woman she'll be facing in this matchup. It is NXT's resident surfer girl, Ruca.
Ruca has plenty of skill, but she may be a bit too fun-loving at times.
Oh, believe me, Corey, Ruca is serious when the bell rings. Facing perhaps the greatest competitor in women's division history, beating Charlotte will make you a legend.
That's a true statement, but it's only true because of how difficult, borderline impossible it is to achieve this task.
So Ruca is in the ring, and this women's division match on NXT is underway. SmackDown's Charlotte Flair, Ruca. The bell has rung, and it is underway.
It just comes with the territory. Charlotte was born and bred for this business and for greatness, and she reminds us all of that each and every time she steps foot in the ring.
Never short of ego or athleticism. Hopefully, we'll see more of the latter tonight.
And Ruca is bringing the good vibes, which you gotta love.
Well, as long as good vibes bring positive results, Saxton, that's all that matters. Ruca can bring it in the ring, so all she needs to do is focus on that, not the vibes.
And a quick pin attempt.
And an early kick out.
She still has her expelling unnecessary energy with that attempt.
The waistlock, holding on tight. Able to escape and down into a headlock.
Working their way out and wrenching into a side headlock.
Pretty drop kick. And they tie up with a collar and elbow.
Disrespectful shove there.
Oh, straight forearm. Oh, missed connection.
Right to the kidneys from behind. And getting some pushback there.
The Queen landing an impressive attack, trying to dominate the opposition.
Wow, that hurt.
The legs are a base that you do not want to lose.
Chopping down the tree at the base here. We know that Charlotte likes to take a methodical approach to her matches, which is why you should try and up the pace when you're in the ring against her. Be the one to make Charlotte have to catch up for once.
Not a bad idea, Corey. And look at this now. Bad intentions coming with this hold. This is the most compromising position she can be in.
She has to find a way to shift her body out of it.
And there's the tap. She tried to hang in as long as she could.
Here is your winner, Charlotte Flair.
No other way to put it, guys. That was kind of a butt kicking.
The Queen reigns supreme. Charlotte is in a league of her own.
The Queen, SmackDown's Charlotte Flair, has defeated Ruca to pick up the win in this one-on-one women's division match here on NXT. But regardless of the match rating being bad, as it says on the screen, similar with the Chemical X versus Meta Girls tag team opening matchup. I've said it before and I'll say it again. The show must and will go on, and and the show will go on the post Stand and Deliver edition of NXT. On to the next matchup. It is time for our next matchup, and our next matchup is Rhea Bloody Ripley from Monday Night Raw versus the standout herself, Kelani Jordan. Power and strength versus athleticism. There we go. Excuse my stuttering again. And athletic ability. Rhea Ripley, Kelani Jordan, one-on-one women's division action. It is next on NXT. It is time for some more women's division action on NXT. Out first is Rhea Bloody Ripley from Monday Night Raw.
Mommy's home. Here comes Rhea Ripley.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making her way to the ring from Adelaide, Australia, Rhea Ripley.
Ripley is one of the most wicked competitors we've ever seen.
You're right, Saxton, and I love it. Rhea has embraced the darkness inside herself.
A mix of determination and aggression.
And that combination tends to do the trick in the ring.
Ripley's downright vicious. Rhea Ripley looks ready to torment yet another victim.
What's the matter over there, Saxton? You feel a little squeamish?
A little uncomfortable.
Rhea Ripley is in the ring. She is ready to go. And here comes the standout of NXT. The always athletic and always skilled Kelani Jordan. Making her way to the ring for this competitive one-on-one match against Rhea Ripley from Monday Night Raw.
And Kelani has proven that nothing gets in her way.
And like I said, like a couple of times now, power, power, strength versus athletic ability to describe Rhea versus Kelani right here this week on NXT.
With the Eradicator, Rhea Ripley.
Kelani has made her entrance. She is ready to go. And this women's division matchup on NXT is underway. Monday Night Raw's Rhea Ripley, Kelani Jordan. The bell has rung, and folks, it is underway.
Driven superstar. Betray Rhea Ripley or just get in her way, and you are in for a world of hurt. To those who have earned it, Rhea is fiercely loyal. But once scorned, she will destroy you.
Yeah, you do not want to be on Ripley's bad side. That's a very painful lesson many superstars have had to learn the hard way.
But one thing to remember is that no one does it like Lonnie. Her athleticism surely must be seen to be believed. And we are moments away from doing just that.
Yeah, when Kelani's in the ring, she's absolutely undeniable.
Slips out with the counter and able to apply the hammerlock.
Rocked with the point of the elbow. Locking up with the collar and elbow.
taking control with the waistlock.
Ooh.
She goes for the quick pin. And she kicks out right away.
She's trying to get this thing done as quickly as possible.
Wards that off. What a response. Lifted and completely helpless here. Fights out of trouble with a barrage of strikes. Sent right into the corner.
Stiff forearm shot.
Ripley gets her back.
And into the collar and elbow. Losing some ground, getting their back against the ropes. Oh my gosh!
Bullseye! Flapjack going for the cover. Stops the count before it, too.
Close call, but not enough yet. Both arms captured, and vitriolic stops. And one more for good measure. Putting the boots to an opponent will take the fight out of them in a hurry. Half kick right on point. If you want to get the better of a fiery competitor like Kelani Jordan, you have to break her spirit. You have to pummel her until Jordan no longer believes in herself.
That's creative.
Flying possum! Whoa, flying possum!
She gets a quick kick out there.
Just looking for ways to wear out her opponent. Oh, that can shatter a jaw.
Able to prevent Rhea's attack.
Springboard, but nobody home.
Flapjack. She can end this thing right here. She breaks the count quick.
Not even a near fall there.
And she reversed it. Jordan might be waking up.
Prime opportunity now for Kelani to get some separation and gather herself. That was a massive suplex. There's core strength, and then there's what we just saw. Drop kicked all the way to the floor.
Headed out of the ring, but the count is looming. Northern Lights! And she's only taking more damage at this stage.
And you can just tell Ripley enjoyed delivering that punishment.
Ooh, that hurt right to the kidney.
Golly.
On the shoulders and a slam.
Wow, breathtaking standing shooting star.
I'm doing well now.
She could be on her way to a countout.
Look at Jordan, getting the crowd involved. Good, putting her back in her place.
Legs caught.
These two are finding an answer for everything. Oh, not today. Caught by surprise with the DDT.
Hip drop.
I've been waiting to see that. Oh! Oh! My goodness. She's locked in, looking to go for something big. Nice drop kick, so precise.
The match clearly taking a heavy toll.
At this point in the match, there's no time to recover. The damage is done. Middle rope for cover for the win.
Breaks the count.
I didn't think we'd see a kick out there. Big boot to the gut, a clubbing forearm. What a counter! Cashing in on that effort.
Turns the tables. Shoulders down. She kicks out with force.
She kicked out there, but I don't know how much more she can take.
There's a headlock applied and face buster. And Rhea on the wrong end of some aggression there.
It's all about focus. You have to be able to ignore the pain as the match wears on.
Boom.
Down they go. What a move.
Went for the springboard and miss.
Up and around and down.
She's got to feel her opponent staring daggers at her here.
Kick to the gut. Here it comes. Riptide. No doubt Ripley just ended this. 2. Rhea Ripley did it. What a huge win.
Here is your winner, Rhea
Ripley earning a big win here.
Have to respect Ripley's athleticism and ability in the ring. She really is just that good.
Rhea Bloody Ripley from Monday Night Raw has defeated the standout Kelani Jordan in a very competitive matchup here on NXT. A way better match than the first 2 matches that we've had on the show beforehand. The opening women's tag match between Chemical X and the Meta Girls, and the one-on-one match between Charlotte Flair of SmackDown versus Sol Ruca. But yeah, congrats to Rhea on defeating the standout Kelani Jordan in this one-on-one women's division matchup here on NXT, as we head into our next matchup, our next bout here on NXT. It is time for our next matchup, which is tag team action from Monday Night Raw. The Judgment Day's J.D. McDonough and Finn Balor take on Friday Night SmackDown's Fraxiom, Axiom, and Nathan Fraser. Raw versus SmackDown, the Judgment Day versus Fraxiom, tag team action. It all goes down on NXT, and it's next. It is time for some tag team action here on NXT from Monday Night Raw. Here comes the new NXT Tag Team Champions and the former World Tag Team Champions. Here comes the Judgment Days, Finn Balor and J.D. McDonough, and with them is the rest of the group. Liv Morgan, Dirty Dominic Mysterio, and Carlito.
The following is a tag team match set for one fall. On the way to the ring, at a combined weight of 370 pounds, the NXT Tag Team Champions, Finn Balor and J.D. McDonough, the Judgment Day.
Look, you can hate them all you want, but the Judgment Day is more often than not draped in gold.
We've seen members win the tag titles, the men's and women's world titles. You can't deny the talent in this group.
Hey, no one's denying Judgment Day's talent, just calling out how they conduct themselves and how they get their wins and titles.
Look, when you run things like Judgment Day does, the rules don't apply to you.
Yeah, we'll see about that.
As thick as thieves, but remember, there's no honor among thieves.
Yeah, the Judgment Day often claims to be all equals with no leaders, but just how true is that?
Oh, Byron, stop looking for cracks and weak points where there are none. Judgment Day is stronger than ever.
The Judgment Days, JD McDonough and Finn Balor are in the ring as they take on this team in this matchup right here on NXT from Friday Night SmackDown. It's Fraxiom. Axiom on the left, Nathan Frazer on the right.
At a combined weight of 336 pounds, Axiom and Nathan Frazer. Fraxiom!
Unreal in the air, but also strong on the ground.
And it's important to be as confident as they are. Neither of these men will back down from a challenge.
Axiom and Frazer view each match as a test.
Fraxiom are in the ring, have made their entrance in this tag team match on NXT is underway. Monday Night Raw's The Judgment Day, SmackDown's Fraxiom. The bell has rung and it is underway, folks.
WWE, cutthroat tactics, rule bending, backstage ambushes. They'll do whatever it takes to win.
I respect Judgment Day's approach to competition. Why play by the rules and wait your turn when you can just go take what you want? If you don't like it, then stay out of the way.
Staying out of Judgment Day's business might be easier said than done. They're always looking for their next target to annihilate.
And then we have Fraxiom, a team that personifies action inside the ring. Always moving at high speeds, Fraxiom has agility to spare.
Axiom and Nathan Frazer do love to push the pace. These guys can't stop, won't stop once the bell rings. And now placed in the corner.
Gotta hurt. Having a weakened arm can limit you in so many ways, making it harder to execute on even simple attacks. Tag made, fresh partner in. Forearm. Spinning kick to the gut. Hurricane. Unbelievable athleticism.
Agility like that is what can set you apart from the rest of the locker room. Damage is starting to take its toll on him.
Yeah, Balor putting his big match expertise to work there, making it look just effortless.
Stretching and tearing at all the ligaments in the leg. Tag is made. Little tandem offense on the horizon. Oh, a double back elbow.
That was that chemistry you cannot teach.
Getting the tag could be the momentum swing they needed.
Nicely done. Ooh, amazing agility.
And he has the shoulder up before, too.
An emphatic kick out, and there's still a lot of game left here.
McDonough wasting no motion on the counter.
Wait.
Gets the shoulder. Wow. What's it going to take?
Strong kick out, but you have to wonder if he can keep it up. Oh, man. He gets the tag, and here we go. The complexion of this match is about to change.
Now we're setting up. Brainbuster.
And a maneuver like that will leave you on unsteady legs, to say the least. Oh, what a response.
And into the turnbuckle he goes. Oh, damn! Super kick! Teamwork making the dream.
He goes for the cover. And he manages to kick out in one.
He couldn't make much of that pin attempt. Big time strength with the German. This isn't even close to over.
Set him up. Russian leg sweep.
suplex. Crow's fist connects. Crushing knee strike. Looking for something big here from the top. Elbow drop. Oh, piercing elbow. We got a tag. Goes into the corner. Knife edge chop echoing through the arena. Beautiful. And Finn Balor connected nicely there. Rocked his opponent. Brawler's hard. It looks like Frazier may have hit his limit. Yeah, Finn tipped those scales in his favor with that attack. Single leg drop kick caught him. And Nathan got bottled up there. A lifted inverted DDT. Wow. Stopping their opponent. Followed by a forearm smash. Balor has him in the drop zone. You know what he's thinking, and it is not good. Soaring! Oh, gosh. That looked like a bad landing. Oof. Super kick! Kick from behind. Ouch. Makes the much-needed tag. Inverted face lock. Driven down with an elbow to the heart. Overhead kick finds the mark. And he's ready to switch things up, tagging out. That hit wiped the sadistic smile off McDonough's face. The analytical mindset of Axiom contributed to that precision. And into the corner he goes. Chess match of counters and reversals happening here. Fighting their way out of this position. Elbows to the temple. A springboard. Oh my goodness! What is happening? Going for the cover. He might just have it. Keeps his team alive. What a save. Ooh. He answers right back. Axiom finds the golden ratio. Is that all she wrote for McDonough? 2. No, he beats the count. I truly thought it was all over there. Talk about resilience. Yeah, but did you see how the referee had to get into position? That was all the difference. That was the best weapon in the arsenal, but it wasn't enough to produce an end result. Flying shoulder block. At this stage, he's endured plenty of big attacks. This has been an arduous tag match, but you could be in much worse shape. Calculating the next move here. And Frazier able to reverse that. These two have learned each other so well. Ireland's J.D. McDonough making the most of that with the pin. And only gets a 1 count. Unbelievable display of will in the late stages of this matchup. These competitors have been unloading on each other since the bell. Just looking for that window of opportunity. And now might be the time to seize the moment. Now's the time to keep the pressure on. Slowly moving. I'm sure he can feel the target on his back. From the top. Double star. Balor could take this one.
That might have done it. This could be it. 2. What a kick out at 2.
Just an incredible wherewithal to get the shoulder up.
You would think he'd be out of it after taking that maneuver.
And Balor can only take a secondary if he wants to keep the pressure on his opponent.
Stop. He has to be nearly at his breaking point now.
Yeah, he's absolutely in danger of losing it all here.
Look at this, just getting their opponent all tied up here.
Unique move here. The more he fights, the more pain he's in. And wait a second. Interesting turn of events here.
Yeah, he just released the hold, and I'm racking my brain wondering why. What a match!
It's total madness in here.
Oh, meet the back.
JD for the win.
And they score the win. What a tag match.
Here are your winners, Finn Balor and JD McDonough, the Judgment Day.
Fraxiom gets handed a loss here tonight.
Put that match in a museum or a textbook so future teams can study to learn this craft.
The Judgment Day's Finn Balor and JD McDonough from Raw pick up the win over SmackDown's Fraxiom in this competitive tag team match here on NXT, as Finn and JD celebrate their win with the rest of the Judgment Day in the ring, that being Liv, Dom, and Carlito. And congrats on the Judgment Day on picking up a competitive tag team win over SmackDown's Fraxiom on NXT. On to our next matchup.
So I guess my match against
It is time for our next matchup, which is the main event. Spike Ryan takes on the Mad Dragon, Ilja Dragunov, from Monday Night Raw. Spike Ryan, Ilja Dragunov, one-on-one action. It is next in our main event on NXT. The current and reigning NXT champion versus the Mad Dragon. Let's get into it. It is now time for our main event. It is main event time on NXT, and here comes the current NXT champion and a part of the SmackDown roster. Here comes Spike Ryan, who defended and retained his NXT championship against Monday Night Raw's own Braun Breaker at Stand and Deliver this past Saturday in Philadelphia during WrestleMania weekend, and came out on top.
Weighing in at 216 pounds, the NXT champion, Spike Ryan.
It may not be cool to play by the rules or treat every single opponent with respect, but they don't care.
Hey, the WWE Universe sounds like they think it's cool.
Agreed. It is cool.
What you just said was powerfully uncool.
Spike Ryan is in the ring, has made his entrance.
Can't do intergender matches in universe mode. Sorry.
He is ready to go. As you see right there, Spike Ryan is also prepared as well, as he takes on this man, the Mad Dragon, the Mad Russian, Monday Night Raw's Ilja Dragunov. And he is prepared for a war, a fight against Spike Ryan in the main event.
And his opponent from Moscow, Russia, weighing in at 187 pounds, Ilja Dragunov.
We have seen before what Dragunov is capable of, and it is scary. There's something beautiful and destructive in the style of Ilja Dragunov. Yeah, Corey, it's like he leads the WWE Universe in a wonderful symphony and is ready to make beautiful music in that ring.
Ilja Dragunov, the Mad Russian, the Mad Dragon is in the ring in this NXT main event is underway. Spike Ryan, Ilja Dragunov, the bell has been rung for the final time tonight, and it is underway.
You have to imagine he'll be keeping his head on a swivel and a quick pin attempt. He throws his shoulder up before two.
We'll need to get a little more to put this one away. Leg drop.
Dragunov fires back.
Lands in the drop zone. Something you have to do when facing Ilja Dragunov is control the
New
pace.
Fan of Gender Options. It has a feature where you can intergender matches
You
on.
can't let Dragunov conduct the tempo of this match to his liking.
Whoa, leaping through the air.
Dragunov not appearing so invincible there.
Nothing unexpected. He knows he has a huge challenge in front of him.
Incredible agility.
It's incredible, the inventiveness we are seeing on display here. Kick to the gut, twist of fate.
And he's going to the top. We're going to finish it off.
Swanton bomb. Dragunov is out. That's it.
Two. He kicks out somehow.
The amount of damage Dragunov can and will take in any given match is unbelievable. And we are seeing that right now. He is still in this thing.
When your opponent can hang after all that, you're wondering if earning a win might just be impossible. And Dragunov finds himself on the defensive.
Okay,
Dragunov's been
thanks for
unable to
telling
control
me.
the tempo of
I'll
this
set it
match,
up
and
for
it really
next
has him
week
on the
since I
sorts.
didn't do it this week.
Good counter. Well, nothing fancy here. Instant
Anytime, man.
A defiant kick out after one.
All the punishment he's taken, and yet he's still in this match? What a shot. Bam!
Stops the kick.
Both competitors showing they've studied the other's playbooks to the T. Standing over their opponent, driving a forearm into the jaw. Good night.
Cover. And a kick out. No one saw that coming.
Where in the world is he getting this from? His beating heart will not be stopped.
And Dragunov can't let this get to his head. He needs to keep going. Needs to keep fighting.
Oh, stomping away. And he's only got one thing on his mind right about now.
The stipulation still stands. If I win next week, Paul Jade must leave NXT.
After reversal, these two have counters for days.
Sent out of the ring the hard way. Stepping out of the ring here. Buster. And Dragunov gets stonewalled. Nice calf kick, great elevation.
And he just got caught good once again. Looks like the gas tank is running past E now.
Turns it around.
No backing down here. They really want to make sure the best man comes out on top in this one.
And he tosses it back in now.
Shows great wherewithal there.
Setting up for something here.
Man, right to the esophagus.
Moonsault! Climbing to the top turnbuckle now. We're going to finish it off. One-time bomb!
And that can keep Dragunov down.
And picks up a monumental victory.
Here is your winner, Ryan!
Unfortunately, Ilja Dragunov just couldn't get it done in this one.
The fire that burns inside Dragunov was just extinguished. The question is,
Like Ryan has defeated the Mad Dragon, Ilja Dragunov of Monday Night Raw to pick up the win in the main event of the post Stand and Deliver edition of NXT. And thanks for watching. If you enjoyed all of the action you've seen, make sure to like, subscribe, and don't forget to turn on the notifications bell so you don't miss out on new content just like this one. And as always, and until then, I will see all of you this Friday for SmackDown, the SmackDown after WrestleMania Philadelphia, Saturday and Sunday, as we are still 3 weeks away from the season mode finale of WWE 2K25 Backlash France, streaming live on YouTube in real time on Saturday, May the 2nd. And signing out.